It's the Black Fathers documentary. We're here with Laquan. What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Good. My first question to you, was your father in your life, and did he have an influence on you?
Yeah, definitely. He definitely had a major part in my life. He was there for most of the way until we got sent to Virginia. But he was always there. He never disappeared. He was always there physically, financially, emotionally. He was there.
So how many kids you got?
2. 1 biological, 1 one step. So I've been taking care of my stepdaughter though since she was like 2. She's 12 now, so it's been like 10 joints. And daughter 5.
Okay, so how do you sustain that relationship? Do you raise them both the same? Do you love them the same? So you like a perfect example of a good father in the situations that go on in the inner cities.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't even like saying 2, like biological in 1 step. I just like saying I got 2 kids, you know what I'm saying? Because I treat them the same, and everything is equal. I deal with equality, you know what I'm saying? I don't want her to feel like, because her father's not around, you know what I mean? He ain't been around since. But I don't want her to feel like it's like favoritism going on. So I give her more love than the other one.
Have you ever had a chance to talk to the kid's father?
Yeah, I talked to him. He locked up. He been locked up since. Still got a nice little amount of time to go, but we got a decent relationship. We don't talk, but we have probably on occasions, you know what I mean? He let me know he appreciate what I'm doing, hold his daughter down until he gives you whatever. But I look at his mind though.
Okay, so basically what's your stamp? How do you raise your children? How do you, basically what your father taught you, or, what's your role? What do you see your angle going?
I basically, like, being as though it's 2 females, I kind of like with females, you gotta kind of let them feel loved and confident. Like with daughters, you gotta always make them always feel loved, so they won't feel like if a dude can't sweep them off their feet or show them nothing that their father not showing. You see what I'm saying? Sort of like Run with the Run's house, how he do his daughters. He let them go out, but he keep them on a leash, like, and he take care of them, and they loved already. They got confidence, so it's nothing the nigga can't do. If the nigga ain't on point, then she not gonna be attracted. You know what I'm saying? Cause she don't need for anything. Basically, she ain't gonna need no man, so she gonna be independent. And he can only add on. She not gonna let him hurt the situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's the role I play in their lives. Like, just lead by example, let them know that they love, and make them be respected as females. You know what I'm saying? Cause we need our black queens, man.
So what's the hardest part about raising 2 daughters?
Right now with the malrecession, just the cost of living, like basically, you know what I'm saying? I work 6 days a week or whatever, but it's still hard getting by, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? You gotta manage, and you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? Everybody in the struggle the same, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the struggle universal, you know what I'm saying? So nobody should get caught up like the world's on their shoulders. Everybody feeling the same way in some form or fashion. You got a problem, even if it's not the same, you got a problem in this area, or you got a problem in this area. So it's like we basically all in the same, like in the same bracket, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta find a way out. But you gotta be persistent with whatever you're doing. Stick with it, be consistent.
So what do you think the hardest thing is on the black fathers or fathers period? Is it the economics? Is it just because their fathers wasn't there, or is that just excuses? What do you think the hardest part is?
I think mostly it was mainly because a lot of dudes' fathers wasn't there. Like, it's a lot of dudes who fathers wasn't there. That don't mean they not gonna. That don't mean they can't be a good father. But that do help out. It help the situation. You know what I mean? But you got some dudes as rare breeds. They use that energy as though they make their kids feel like, I don't want my kid to feel how I felt, and they use that, and that make them a good father. Then you got some ones that be like, I felt this way. They don't really know how I feel, and they don't care. And they just be like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? They gonna live their life and do what they do, right? But I don't know, like, we gotta turn it around, like, you know what I'm saying?
What do we do though? What do we do? How do we do it? Is it TV? Do we attack TV? Do we try to take over TV? Do we get together? It's communication. Like with the child support, that's an ongoing system that's separating everybody. And every time you bring up the child support, or you bring up the mother, the father, the child thing, it's always a big argument or a big discussion. But how do we do it? How do we stop it and grab it and make it a reality
Like I think like my line of words you say, communication. I think communication one of the biggest keys, because like even when dudes wasn't in their father's life, like they wasn't even communicate with them. Like just a phone call. Like that's how a dude feel when he locked up. He just want that phone call, that do him justice, or you give him a letter in the mail, or you know what I mean. So it'd be the small things. So I think most of the time, if dudes ain't gonna be around, it don't hurt just to pick up the phone and call them. Like communication, basically. Like in different forms, you know what I'm saying? It can be physical too. Come pick them up, have them with you for the weekend. But like as I see, like fathers doing better than what a lot of fathers did, like in the early 80s and the like early 90s. Like fathers, we doing a lot better overall. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking on a big scale. Like overall, like dudes doing a lot better, being involved, being as though the streets is a little cleaned up. Dudes ain't on the block 24 hours a day now. A lot of dudes is working, so that's like, it's less room for error.